Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Michael in the Backyard. Well, today, since it's kind of frigid outside and there's snow on the ground and we're kind of forced to go indoors because I can't work on boat stuff outside or tractor stuff outside, or I don't want to. Okay, let's be honest, I don't want to. This video is going to be about 3D printing. Yes, I said it, 3D printing. We haven't done a 3D printing video in forever. It's been literally years. I started this one channel. This channel here actually started off as, I have an RMD Creations channel, which is now Michael's Backyard Marina, and I had RM 3D Creations, which is now Michael in the Backyard. Because there again, times change, things change, and you want to do things differently. I've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had 8 Creality Ender type printers, and they all served me well. And I did about 30 videos on there, got the channel monetized. And then I kind of exhausted everything on 3D printing that I wanted to do. I'm gonna be crude here, and I want to be awful about some things here, and I want to be honest with you folks. PLA for printing trinkets. Matter of fact, I'll bring a couple things over here that I've printed that out of PLA. They're still here, they still exist. Let me go grab it. Now the stuff I'm getting ready to show you is stuff I created several years ago. Here's a shotgun shell. I designed it. Yep, right there, 20 gauge because it's yellow, right? RM 3D Creations right there on the shell bottom. I drew that up, designed and drew that up years ago and printed it off. It's all out of PLA. That was on a CR10 printer that can handle something that tall. Then I made a 12 gauge shell, smaller version of it, shorter version of it, but 12 gauge, copper base. And then printed off, obviously, some clocks. This is all out of PLA. This is stuff I drew up, designed, and then printed out. But that was great. You know, it's kind of like, okay, that's fun. I also printed up a bunch of little modifications on the Ender printers that was, to help improve them, different spool things. That's what those are all about. They're an open source type of printer that allows you to play with just about everything on them, modify everything on them, put I think it's called Raspberry Pis on them, banana cream pie, I don't remember, but it's to be able to network it with my computer and all that kind of fun stuff. Well, over time, I got burned out on it, relatively quickly, because I couldn't print stuff that I wanted to really print for being outside, for stuff that would hold up to temperature. I couldn't get these to do very well with ASA or ABS and just other types of filaments that require higher temperatures, a more controlled environment, and all that kind of fun stuff. Well, now I have, and we're going to come over here and show you this real quick. Bring you around the corner here. Get you looking inside here. So what you're seeing here is a Bambu Labs P2S printer. It's currently printing a large benchy just for scale. And granted, I've printed out several other things, and I'll show you those here in a little bit as well. But this is the normal size benchy. It's about this big. So I went into the Maker's World, and I brought this into it and scaled it up 300% just for fun, just to see how things would go. And everything I'm going to show you here is going to be printed out of ASA or ABS, which is one of the things I had the most difficult time printing on these other open, non-enclosed. They just come a long way in the past few years. Printers have really changed, and I think Bambu Labs really have nailed it. They got a nice touch screen here. I also bought it with the AMS Pro filament on top here. I can put 4 rolls in here. I can print 4 colors. This is also expandable. If I bought another one of these, I can hook it into it. It's got a plug-in port in the back already. I can buy another AMS Pro and plug it right in the back, and I can have 8 different colors I can print on this relatively easily. I mean, it really is easy, folks. The first few prints I've done, I did all from my phone. And it's kind of cool because you got the Bambu Labs. I can go to devices here. This will come up. I can click on here. And I can do this from anywhere. I can be 100 miles away, and I can start a print from my phone. I can go search for different things. I can start a print, and I've printed Flip 7 card box. I'm getting ready to print an Uno box that's in multiple colors. I'll show you that when it's done. That's going to be done next after this. I put a little jump drive in here, thumb drive. I can record time-lapse. I'll show you some time-lapse in this video as well. But overall, you know, I was thinking about doing an unboxing video, but the world doesn't need another unboxing video. And I went and looked online on YouTube University to see how many other, is this light? These lights are really bright, aren't they? So I went on YouTube University and I was looking up the unboxing videos and setup, and I watched one video on this. I'm like, relatively simple. I had ordered this on a Thursday, Thanksgiving Day. It arrived at my house the following Wednesday. So that was relatively quick. And it came with this piece here, was actually inside here, believe it or not, in a box not much bigger than this. It arrived in good shape, all no damage or anything like that. So I was pretty happy about that. I waited till Thursday. Right now, I'm recording this on a Saturday. I waited till Thursday evening after work, and I set it up. And I'm like, I'm not going to do an unboxing video and show you guys how to set one of these things up, but I will point out a couple things you want to watch for when you're unboxing it. Now, when you're taking this out of the box, it's got a plastic bag. They show grabbing the plastic bag and lifting this out of the plastic bag and setting it down and then taking the plastic bag off. Then it has, when you lift this top lid open, actually, I'm not sure the top lid is there or isn't there. I'm trying to remember now. But anyway, you're going to remove a bunch of foam, and then this will be down in the bottom of your printer. And you're going to see these little red dots. Here, I'm dropping screws right now. These little red dots. And it comes with this little toolkit right here. Whoops, I just dropped something. And only thing I've used out of the toolkit so far is the Allen wrench that came with it. Pick this up. And you back all these screws all the way out. And there's another screw in the front here that you got to take loose before you can actually lift this piece out. Because it's actually fastened in with these two screws right here on the bottom of this piece here. So this locks everything in place. There again, really easy to set up. Just look at your, I'm gonna see if I can sneak you around back here. No idea how good the lighting is going to be back here, folks. It's terrible. It's going to be terrible. But you can see this little box hooks on here, and you got this little filament tube here that goes up and goes into the top. It's kind of hard to see some things here, but very simple in the back. There's a power cord that plugs into this unit, a power cord that plugs into this unit, which connects them. And it's really simple. If you've played around with printers before, it's really, really easy. If you never have, watch a couple of the YouTube videos. They'll steer you in the right direction. I'm not going to be that guy. I'm just that guy that's going to tell you that you really can't go wrong with the Bambu P2S. I think I don't know how long it's been out at this moment in time. I did know when I went back online to order me another one of these that they're not going to be available till January or February. They're sold out of these. But there again, if you're going to get one, Bambu Lab is a good quality one. It's right out of the box. First print I printed ABS. I didn't even start out with PLA. I just started off, I printed there's a little vise. And with a screw knob and all that stuff. And I'm like, first thing out of the gate, I printed that. Print came out perfect. When you first fire this thing up, follow the on-screen instructions. It'll walk you through the setup. It'll say scan the QR code, and you'll take your phone and scan the QR code, and you'll set everything up, and these two will talk to each other. Actually, once it's connected to your Wi-Fi connection and all that kind of fun stuff, I was able to go to my computer and actually set it up on my computer, and now I can send stuff just like I did this. I can send it from my computer here via Wi-Fi. There's no fancy hookups like I had to do with these Raspberry Pis. You had to go through Octoprint and a whole bunch of different things. Pretty much as plug and play as it gets. Other things I liked about it is you can easily go in here when you plug these in. You can set up each of your colors, what it is. Like this here, I do have some Bambu Labs material coming, ASA and ABS material coming. It hasn't arrived yet, but this is all ABS that I've had in the drawer down here for 2-3 years. I checked it for its pliability, make sure it wasn't brittle and breaking so it wouldn't cause me any problems. But first print came out beautiful. The only print I've had fail so far, and I'll show you, is this. I was trying to print a piece of pallet racking, miniature pallet racking type stuff, and for some reason it started to curl. You can see the curve here. And it lifted, and that's the only print I've had fail so far. So that's why I went ahead and I printed one of these just for fun to see if this particular material is going to cause me some issue. And it wasn't the material. It printed this just fine. It had to be, you know, the fact that this started to curl a little bit and lift up off the bed, which when this thing is warm, the bed is hot, this thing, I broke prints pulling them off of it. It is a magnetic base it's printing on right now. You can lift that out, flex it, things pop right off. But when it's cold, they'll just slide right off. You can just, there's nothing holding them at all when it's cold. When it's hot, it's got a bite on it. I also found this other useful item that printed out in two pieces like this, laying on the bed like that. A little puzzle piece to put them together. But it sits on a bench, and these are spring loaded, you know, just by its own design. And it's for holding wires. So I'm usually finding myself soldering wires all the time. And this is nice and lightweight and holds itself together. So I can actually glue these together is probably what I'll do so they'll stay together. So when I'm in a boat or anything like that, and I'm trying to glue some wiring together or solder wiring together, I can twist it and I can just clip it on here and it'll hold everything in place so it doesn't move. And I can solder it and then take this off and do my heat shrink and all that fun stuff. So anyway, useful tools. Nice thing about ABS or ASA, if it's going to survive outside, it's going to survive in some temperatures that PLA would not, and it's structurally going to be stronger. Another little thing I printed here was a little funny gear phone charger, magnetic phone charger. If you loosen this up here, you can actually rotate this with the gear, which is kind of cute. It's one of those things that's gimmicky for sure. You can lock this little screw here and it keeps it from rotating. Just saying, there's a bunch of stuff you can do. Now, I will be designing more stuff in the future with getting back into Fusion 360 again and designing some of my own things, because I got several things I want to print for my boats and some boat corners on old boats that I have, the back stern where the corner aluminum pieces are gone or missing. I can reprint those out of some ASA that'll be durable, weather resistant, it'll be UV resistant and all that kind of fun stuff. So I'm looking forward to getting those and be able to print them. This is a 256, I believe, by 256 by 256. Don't quote me on that. Basically 10 inches by 10 inch by 10 inch cube that it can print in. They do have an H2 version that's just much bigger, cost a lot more. This one was, I thought, for everything you got and for the no muss, no fuss features that it has, it just works. $799 for this package right here. So currently, and they're currently out of stock on several things now, because I think once this came out, Bambu Labs is they're selling. And it's obviously this time of year, people are buying presents for people, and people have just consumed them. I think I got lucky and I ordered this at the right time because they had them in stock. And I think it's shipping out of California, and they ship them via FedEx, which is not my favorite shipping carrier at all. I just had a package delivered last night. It says, left at your front door. Where was it? It was at my neighbor's front porch. I just happened to run out this morning to get the boss a cappuccino and a little donut or a little something for us for breakfast, just because we treat ourselves on the weekends a little differently. And I drove by, I'm like, not in the front yard. So I drove and I saw it on my neighbor's front porch. So I went up there and I stole it off the front porch. I didn't ask them. They know me. I'm always dressed like this. They know who I am. And chances are they might not have been awake yet. And I just went and grabbed it off the box off the porch that had my name on it. So it was mine. Other people might be going, hey, you stole something off your porch. Let them think that. I'm actually wearing the shoes right now that I got. And I got some pants that are upstairs, fleece line pants that I'll be wearing. Anywho, so I want to show you some stuff on the computer screen real quick and give you an idea of how easy it is to set some of this stuff up. This has got a few more hours left, and does it show it on here? Yeah, 2 hours. It's at it's kind of cool because it shows you the 51% here, 229 layers of 720 layers to complete. So 720 layers total. Start off at 4 hours. We're down to 2 hours and 10 minutes. We're over halfway complete. And this thing is printing at, I'm just left it at the speed that it comes from the factory at. I'm not setting it up to print any faster than it did. It already prints way faster than these enders do right now. So it's like, just let it run. Not in that big a hurry. Now I have no idea how well this is going to show up, but for instance, right here, I brought this into a program they called Maker's World, which is part of the, I don't know if it's part of the Bambu thing. I think it is because it shows down here in the bottom, the little Bambu logo thingy. So I imported this Uno box, Uno No Mercy box here. Let's see if I can get it up here on the screen. So right now you can see this is to be the side that's facing the bed. And when I left click on my mouse, I can rotate this around and look at things, but it's just as easy as the colors I have loaded over here. I'm going, now normally I would do like something different to show you this in more detail. I'm sorry, this isn't a training video. This is a showing maybe how easy things can be video. So right now I've got the blue here, or the teal is, see it over here. If I want to change that color to something different like red, I can just click. Oops, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Quit. Escape. I'm very new to this, guys and gals. Why is this one? There, that should be generic ABS. If I click that, which is all the four, let's see, 2s are red. So if I change that one to red, see how it just changed this over here to red, and this and the little clips to red. So it's just that easy to change the colors, and it'll print in those colors. And these are the 4 colors I currently have in the machine. I'm going to change my colors out later to do something different. But the cool part is, just like this part here, this particular feature here is a number 1. So when I click on it, it shows like, where is it at here? I thought it showed. Well, it shows 4 is generic ABS, which is shows the back here. So if I want to change this red to a different color, let's just say I want it to be green. There, it's showing everything that's green. And that's number 1. And I want to change number 1 to a blue. Just like that, I've changed this to a blue. And now it's going to do blue. Change it back to green because we're making it a little more Christmassy right now. But it's just that simple. And then once I get done, I'll be able to do a slice the plate here by clicking over here. It'll slice it. And right now I'm doing, that's showing plate. Let's see, slice all. Let me get back here, print plate. Here we go. Let's go back to print plate, send all, print plate. Oh, here we go. And click here. There's the one plate here. Slice that plate. That plate sliced. So I'm ready to, right now I could send it. So if I wanted to send it, I could send it to the printer. It'll take off from there. Where was that at? Sync info, print. It's not going to do anything right now because my printer is currently tied up. When I look at the device here, for instance, it's showing the colors I have loaded right here on the, this is on the software. If I hit this little play button right here, it's in this corner, it'll actually connect, and it's actually showing there's a camera. That's the other thing that's cool. There's a camera built right into the printer. So when you're on your, whether you're on your phone or on your computer, just like here, I wonder how much lag there is. Let's watch it for a second here, see if we can see the lag. There's a little bit, but it's pretty real. A little bit of lag, but it's not bad. It's actually doing a really good job. So there again, phone app is pretty easy. But here's where you can come in and play with some stuff, obviously. We can go to projects. Here's the project that I actually downloaded right here. There again, we're back to preview, back to prepare. So these are tabs at the top. So anyway, what I'm saying is, I'm really new to this Maker's, what is this called? Maker's World and the slicer here. But there again, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Come on. Relatively easy to do. And the cool thing about this, the printer here, I'll show you something else. Behind it here, you'll see these little, I call them dust bunnies. Bring them out here. This has a little chute in the back that just dumps every time it does a color change or does a cleaning. There's a little thing at the back of the machine here. You can't see it from here, but it's in the back. Just right about there, that little black thing back there. It does. It cleans the tip and it purges the tip and it changes colors and stuff like that. Every time it changes colors on a layer, it goes up here and changes colors and it kicks out one of those little. I'm calling it a Bambu Labs dust bunny, so to speak. But yeah, it's pretty slick, pretty easy to use. There again, we're letting this rip and grip, and we'll come back here in a little bit when I've got some more print stuff I want to show you. So stay tuned. I got a little time lapse that we're going to throw in here. Hopefully, I've got this little memory stick in here, which is capturing the time lapse for me. I got to figure out how to get that into the video. I'll describe that when I get to that point as well. Alrighty, folks, we're back. The benchy, the giant benchy, is done. Oh, that let go really easy. Check that out. Just this will give you a comparison on size here, so you can see it. Here's the original size, and this is 300%. So now this is a lifeboat for this one. You can just stuff it up here, you know, and now it's a lifeboat for this guy. What do you think about that? But there again, that's ABS. Straight off of the website, increased it 300%, sliced it, sent it. Sweet. Now the boss is down here with me, and where she don't want to be on camera. But one guy out there did say, "Oh, she got her hair cut. He really likes it." So yeah, somebody out there noticed is the boss. Alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and. I haven't changed colors on this yet, so I'm not sure exactly how to do it. Oh, why is that so? Oh, there we go. So what color don't we want? What colors you got? So we're gonna set it up now, and I'm taking you along for the ride.
Black, red, yellow, and white.
I don't have yellow,
Okay.
so we can get black on here, I believe. Okay. You want red? You want green at all?
Let's do green instead of the yellow.
So what about dark blue? Because I got white. We can throw white in.
Okay.
I think the white will work. Now, I'll be honest with you folks. I have never pulled this stuff out. Wow, that just pulled out right there. That was... Okay. I just flex this forward a little bit. I'll show you here in a second. I got this white here. These are all generic colors, and okay, that fits on the reel just fine. Good. Everything seems pretty good here. I'm going to see if I can get you guys up on the countertop here. Now, I'm kind of bringing you guys along with this as a newbie to this piece of equipment myself. I'm going to go ahead and push this forward and slide this in. It's just doing its own magical things here. There. One color change. Do you want black in there? Which one am I going to sacrifice? The red or the... You want red, don't you? Yeah. Do you want the teal to go?
I don't know. Yeah, here.
All right.
Let's use teal and skip the green. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
Do teal.
Choices are tough. What do you want? Do you want the green or not? Because we'll have...
Best.
Huh?
What would look best?
So the black and white and red and all that would match. Well, yeah, let's get rid of the green for now. So this I'm just tipping forward because I think that releases it some. And then just pull it out. There you go. And let's just see if this one will. There again, I got some generic ABS. I mean, I've got Matter Hackers here and a couple other different brands from way back in the Wayback Machine. See, I'm kind of worried about this now because, let's just see here. It's not too bad. I think it might survive. We're going to try it. That fits in the rollers just great. We'll nip off a little bit, make a nice clean end here. Do the same thing I did before. Just barely get started in there. It goes, yep, I got this. Back off, Jack. That's quite the machine. All right, we're locked and loaded. We're going to put this back down and seal this up. Let's get you back down on the floor here. The boss is learning with me here so she can print some stuff. So print again or OK. Print complete. I'm just going to hit OK. Now we're going to go back in here and change the color. So we still got teal here. The 2, we're going to edit. And we're going to make it white. And we're going to confirm that it is ABS as well. I'm pretty sure. Can we mix ASA and ABS? I don't know. ASA. Okay. Confirm. See that changed to white? Now this green is no longer green, so we'll click here. And we'll edit. And this is black ABS, I believe. So we'll pick black. Make sense? So you got ABS. You see what I'm doing here? You get up close and personal here. So we got ABS, color. We'll confirm. Now that's black. So that colors match what I've got up top there. I got teal, white, black, and red. And then we'll go back to home. So we're done there. It still shows the profile here. Now we're going to get on her phone and see if we can make this happen on the phone. Alrighty, folks, we're back down here a few prints later, so let's talk about some of the things we've done here. We've done a multicolored print here. As you can see, the Uno box. Nice little latch. This is on Maker World. Got it's a double deck holder. These are actually pretty nice boxes. My son introduced us to this when he had printed some and brought them to our Thanksgiving. And the colors are nice. I actually, just as we were printing stuff yesterday, it comes in a cardboard box. And you're thinking, what comes in a cardboard box? The Bambu Labs filament with the RFID chip, which is really nice because it actually, once you set it in there and plug, it picks up what it is. You don't have to let it know that you've got yellow in here or any kind of filament setup. It automatically knows it's ABS GF. That's cool versus having to go in and manually put in what it is. So, and the other cool part is the spools themselves are reusable, so you can. My dogs, they're barking. You can click them apart. You can buy filament refills for like $3 cheaper per spool, which is really kind of nice because it saves you some money. And so far, the Bambu stuff seems to work good. My old ABS stuff, I think these printers will print just about everything that you want them to print. Now, I haven't had enough experience to know to print a multitude of materials. But yeah, here's another lid that was printed. And keep in mind, all this is ABS. This is things that you would struggle to do in like an Ender printer, an older Ender printer. I see Creality has some newer printers that look a lot like this. I can't honestly speak for if they perform a lot like this. Do your research. I'm just here to tell you what I've discovered. My channel is all about not making a lot of money, because we don't make a lot of money on this channel, but it's about letting my audience know what I experience, and if I say it's good, it's good. You can take that to the bank, except for the deposit. You can't, because don't make a lot of money on it. This is not a sponsored video by any stretch, but I've also discovered that, why are they barking? They always bark. They hear me talking down here in the basement, and I think they just want to participate. And but anyway, this is the other thing I wanted to show you is this. Every time you change colors, it has a little chute in the back of the machine, and you'll get these little bamboo turds. I call them bamboo dust bunnies. They come out of the back. So every time it changes a color, it kicks out one of these guys because it's purging every time. Now, there again, one of the projects you can print, they've got plenty of these little catchers. They have catchers that have a chute that come around the side and dump it to the front. You have a little tray you can empty. I saw one person use that, and it actually, they didn't all come down, and it plugged up a printer and caused her a print to fail on like over a 24-hour print she had going on. So there again, I've got counter space with a lip top behind it. It can hold a lot of stuff. So I'm just going to let them ride back there. I can sweep them into the garbage can when I'm done. So right now we're printing another, right now we're doing the latches for another box that is going on in here in a tray that goes inside to hold your cards. So you can pull this out, use this while you're playing cards, and then you got a nice little box to store it with nice solid claps. There's more to come, folks, on just the 3D printing stuff. I'm not turning this back into a 3D printing channel no more than I'm turning it into a bike channel, no more than I'm turning it into a car channel. And Michael in the backyard, we do whatever's current in my life. And you guys are there to follow along, and I'm happy to have you along. And I appreciate all the likes, thumbs ups, comments, subscribers. Appreciate you very much. So far, I've only had the one print fail, and that was the one that I showed you that lifted up a little bit. Oh, I can't say that. We were printing box bottoms here, and I was using ASA, not ABS. And the ASA wanted to lift on one corner for some reason. And as soon as I switched it back to just a regular ABS, and this is old like Matter Hackers ABS brand, it printed off perfectly. So there again, ASA, I think has its place. I believe this is an actual ASA lid here. And as you can see, it was when I went to put it together, it was a little more brittle. There's not a lot of infill here. It was a little more brittle, and that little ear broke off. So ASA can be a little more brittle, possibly. Jury's still out. I don't have enough ASA printing experience to tell you, stay away from it. ASA is really good stuff, and I'm guessing the Bambu Labs ASA is going to be superior to one I had, and my ASA was old. I just realized, I saw it yesterday, that my channel, since I started this channel, turned 5 years old. Yeah, been doing this channel for 5 years, and I've only got 5,300 subscribers. Not only 5,300 subscribers, I'm surprised 5,300 people thought enough of what they saw on my channel to hit subscribe. So there again, I appreciate you folks very much. But yeah, this thing's scooting right along. We got a few more things to print. We got other card games that we're going to print some boxes for, and then I'll get into designing some stuff, and I'll show you some what I want to call more, I hate to say the word more relevant, but more stuff that you and I and the people that like to do crafty things, and I shouldn't say crafty things, fabrication and work things and applications that are out there in my real world, and we'll go from there. But yeah, it's just fun to watch. Oh, I did get the time-lapse thing to work. I'll get that downloaded. You've already seen the time-lapse stuff that I've thrown in here. The little camera in here does a great job, like you saw on my phone. You can see everything just like I can see on my computer. It's easy to dump. The boss is actually learning how to run this now, and she's got several things that she wants to print. And so I'm showing her how to load the wire, that's my wire welding, right? Load the filament and change it out and change the colors on the screen and dump. If you guys want to see more of that type of setup and stuff on the how I do it on the computer to send it over here, leave your comments down below. Let me know what you'd like to see when it comes to the Bambu Labs printer. Maybe there's a project out there that you're trying to print on another printer and you're just curious, will it print on here? Send it my way. Chances are I'll probably print it and show you that it can be printed, and we'll go from there. All right. Well, I know there's a little boy, I guess, that my wife works with that loves these little boats. So there again, I printed this as a test. She told me about that afterwards. So guess who's getting those? No sense in me to keep them around here to collect dust. All right, folks. This is Michael saying the Bambu Labs P2S is Michael approved. And the AMS 2 is also Michael approved, and I'm looking forward to when they become available in like 2 months. It says they'll be available possibly in 2 more months. Getting another one of these so I can have 8 colors stacked up here. So no matter what we try to print, especially if it's something more designery like this, that we can just print it and hit go. So, all right. It's fascinating. CNC equipment. This is more or less a CNC machine, computer numerical controlled machine, just like your CNC mills and lathes that I work with at work. This is just one you get to play with at home for a little more of an economical price. Alrighty, folks. This is Michael saying, if it ain't broke, fix it till it is, and we'll see you on the next video if I'm lucky. And be good to one another. The holiday seasons are here. Share a smile with somebody. You know, spread the joy. I'm out.